What's going on, Bird Gang? Philly Carnage here, back episode 2 of the Philadelphia Eagles Jalen Hurts rebuild. So, as you remember, we kicked off free agency, bringing in Quentin Nelson from the Colts. So, that just improved our line tenfold. As, yes, we did have the great man, Jason Kelsey, retire, but we did bring in Quentin Nelson. So technically we didn't lose any of our uh superstar abilities for the most part there, but now we got you know the two best guards in football between Quentin Nelson and Brandon Brooks. So as we continue it, still offense is still pretty much the same. Had no dev trades through the season, missed out on Hurts, but we did get Reagor. Defensively, still the same. So looking at it, as I left off last year, uh, right before the draft, a couple spots that we can definitely improve on. Outside linebackers, Sean Bradley, Devion Taylor are definitely guys that are there, and they are they're developmental pieces for the team. Trill Williams, technically, is a corner, but he's got that speed there, which works very, very nicely when it comes to a safety position. So, I mean, really, I guess the biggest spot that we would need, if we can find an upgrade over Trey Hill, great. If not, cool. I don't think the center overall really matters too terribly much, especially whenever they're sitting between Quentin Nelson and Brandon Brooks. Wide receiver could be a spot. Actually bringing in somebody to back up Miles Sanders. So yeah, my thoughts on it, maybe look at linebacker. Definitely look at bringing in a fourth corner, just because Darius Slay is getting up in there in age. I think he's 31, so regression most likely will start hitting soon. So with that, we'll get right into the draft and sim up to our pick here. And where do we leave off? Oh, I know in the episode we went through and scouted some guys, but hey, they decided not to stay. So when we look at the available guys, Nolan Smith, but he's not a scheme fit. I'm trying to stay more with that scheme fit. That way it, helps transition with, bringing in all the experience points, all that stuff. But we're here late in the first round. We might have to take a flyer. So with that, Kaiir Elam looks like an absolute solid corner. 6'2", 193, a little undersized weight-wise, but I mean, he's right there within there in the range. Man-to-man out of Florida, 21, solid combine, got a great grade, 74 hidden dev. We were only 2 rankings off of true talent. So, I mean, with that 92 speed, 76 man, 76 zone, he's going to be one hell of a playmaker for the team. So, taking a look at the draft recap, Kaiir Elam, we saw hidden dev out of Florida. We got Marcus Hooker out of Ohio State. More depth. I know on the roster we technically don't have anybody that is classified as a strong safety. We took a flyer here. We needed a backup quarterback. We signed Josh Rosen there last season just as a filler, and we actually hit Desmond Ritter, San Jose State, 66 overall, hidden dev rookie. So that could, raise some questions eventually. If Jalen Hurts, doesn't get his dev traits, and, who knows, maybe one year it's a bad season. Ritter can come in, see what he can do. We got, I can never pronounce his name, Adele Adoe, left outside linebacker out of Texas, my favorite college team. Welcome Horns, 66 overall. James Cook, not sure if there's any relation to Dalvin. Max Godwin as a strong safety, and Zachary Carter, 62 overall left end. So as we kick off season 2 of the rebuild, we open up the season headed to Chicago. Looking at the team, 81 overall, 87 offense, 76 defense. Now looking at it with the rookies, we got Ritter there as the backup. It was mostly a defensive draft as normal, so still not too much. Elam is there, rocking our fourth cornerback, so that put Goodwin all the way up there, but we want to keep Williams in the same spot. So, we're gonna be rocking this. As I forgot, Chris, that stud punter that we pulled in the draft, came out as a star dev. So with that, we will sim up this game here against Chicago. Hopefully, come out with a victory. And we lose 41-30, but Dylan Moses coming out 15 tackles and a sack to start the year. All right. So, we got the Giants. Hopefully we can pull a victory here, especially since it's a big divisional game. And we lose 28-21. We got another player of the week. And somehow in a losing effort, Jalen Hurts, 348, 3 touchdown passes. So we got, I think this is going to be a Thursday night game, which it is. Offense coordinator wants to come in, talk to us, see what we can do. We're on a 2-game losing streak, so we need to emphasize preparation over rest. Yes, it's going to kill morale. Not terrible, just 1, but we get that plus 600 experience points. And unfortunately, this could potentially set us up for some injuries, as we're going to be taking on the 2-0 Detroit Lions. We finally get a victory. 28-25, awfully close game. Got another weekly award. Dylan Moses, once again, 9 tackles and an interception this week. Kaepernick just looks absolutely ridiculous with his hair there. So we got the Washington football team. Frustrated Jalen Reagor. He wants the ball a little more. We can finally go through and upgrade our guys. Anybody that we really want to hit, Quentin Nelson. Just trying to get him more into a scheme fit for us, as he's almost there. Rondell Moore has another ability upgrade. Gets him up to an 81, plus 2 catch, plus 2 catch and traffic. Trey Hill's finally a 70, so he's progressing pretty nicely for a solid center. So Tane will now be an 80 overall, which is fantastic. All those upgrades. Would have been nice to see something with speed. Malata, another guy, producing nicely as, a former rugby player. Kyle Chris, really doesn't matter for the punter. We just upgrade him as we go. Dylan Moses, who's had a solid year so far, up to that 75. So, the team is progressing pretty nicely, as we'll just let it sim out. Majority of the other guys there are already a scheme fit. Now let's take a minute to as we got the 0-2 Washington football team. But before we get into this game with Washington, we do have some coach XP to spend. 11,000. What I always do, I always come in here, hit the increased player weekly experience if it's available. Fortunately, we don't have to burn the XP. because Nick Sirianni already has it. So the next step that I do is, defensive backs hits all your DBs, your corners and safeties. Linebackers hits all the corners. Offensive line, defensive line, that knocks all of them out. And then we look at it. We got to make the decision. Where do we have the biggest need? Wide receiver. So we hit that. That'll increase all the training for all those guys for out the remainder of the rebuild, as we're going to sim up here against Washington, try to hit back to 500 at 2-2 on the year. And we get a 20-17 victory. But we'll go through, allow the upgrades to hit again. Ritter, the quarterback that we drafted, is coming along very, very nicely. Already 76 overall. Kind of looking at the scouting, we know we need strong safety. So I've been doing the due diligence, just running down them all, see if there's somebody that we can find that is like a hidden gem. Free safety I'm pretty good with. Corners, can always use corners, but then we got to look at it where we need somebody to back up Dylan Moses just in case he would ever go down. Battle of the 500s here. Houston, Philly trying to come out with a victory here, get above that 500, which would be great. And we lose 26-21. So we got the 3-2 New York Giants. And then we get to face off against Dallas. I'm thinking that week 9 game, big game, come back in here, try to, prove everybody wrong that Hurts was the right choice whenever it comes to that Carson Wentz trade. So we got a 30-24 victory over the New York Giants. Had another weekly player awarded, this time Jalen Hurts. 343, 3 touchdown passes, even added a rushing touchdown. And Fletcher Cox comes in 7 sacks. So far, through 6 weeks, we've had 2, 3, 4, 5 of the player of the weeks. So working out pretty dang good for us, as I would say so far. As we got the 2-3-1 Dallas Cowboys coming to the link. Need a victory. Need to do something, and we fall 35-21. Definitely not where we want to be, especially after they beat us in the playoffs last week. But here at week 8, we got the 0-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then we'll jump right into that game there in week 9 against the Indianapolis Colts and Carson Wentz. So we fall short 22-12 against the winless Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As now we get into it. We got the Indianapolis Colts. We'll kind of take a look at the roster, see what they're working with. They're only 75 overall, so that works for me. They got DeForest Buckner, Yvonne Thibault, right outside, right defensive end with the inside stuff, and Bobby Okereke, which, if you guys remember from our last rebuild that we just did with the Colts, Bobby Okereke made his way up to the superstar, and then whenever it was time for him to enter free agency, he dipped off. So kind of curious to see where they're still sitting. Are they still running with Carson? It's been one of those years, they're down, they're doing worse than us, and Carson Wentz still their quarterback. So, yeah, lucky for them, they're not facing any penalty, for them, but so far, it's been a win-win for us whenever it comes to, that trade. There we go, Fletch. Fletch getting in there, putting Carson Wentz on his ass. Our first drive, not the greatest. First play of the game, Miles Sanders goes down with an abdominal bruise. Then we pick up 15 with Jason Huntley. And then after that, we couldn't do anything. So the Colts are now facing 3rd and 15. Hopefully, we can get in here with Fletcher Cox once again. And we couldn't, but we're able to get there for a loss of 4 as they tried to dump it off on the screen pass. Jalen Hurts able to roll left and walk it in for the touchdown. Really not much going on that drive. Big 20-yard run by Jalen Hurts. Decent run by Miles Sanders, who is now back into the game. And, right there, it just opened up. There was nobody there. So Jalen Hurts decided, we're going to keep it and we're going to score. So defense coming back out here. After that 3-and-out that they forced earlier, we got Dylan Moses coming in on a blitz. So far, the Colts are minus 9 yards as they find the outside. But who was that? Kevon Wallace able to get there to bring Jonathan Taylor down for a loss of 2. The defense put in work. Going to send Hooker back and get back here on Sweat as the Wentz rolls left and able to complete. Who is that? Mo Alley Cox? No idea who that was. No. Reven Jordan. So the Colts ended up bringing in Jordan last season. So that's, they must have decided not to go forward with Mo Alley Cox. And Fletcher Cox gets in there once again for the sack, bringing up 2nd and 15. The defense is making moves. I'm not a fan of that blitz that we had set up as they run, and unfortunately, we went the wrong way. Jonathan Taylor able to pick up 5, bringing up a 3rd and 10. If the defense can hold here and get back off the field, we're in very good shape. So it's coming up here to the end of the 3rd quarter, and they dump it down, and Avonte Maddox is able to get there over the tackle behind the chains, ending the 1st quarter, and we're going to be getting the ball back.
In a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
So they had one hell of a punt. They got us down here to the 1 yard. So what better way to come out than the double lead block right up the middle, pick up the blocks. Miles Sanders able to break away and pick up 10? That's what I'm talking about. First play of this drive, already getting in there, getting those legs churning, as we're able to pick up that 10 and give us just that much extra room. So here we go. Now let's try some action. See what we can find here on the defense, as we might have something. And we don't. We get sacked. So pretty much that run that Miles Sanders was able to get us all that yardage, we just lost 9 of that in one play. So we might as well, let's try this 95 Willie. It might not be beneficial right now, but if the blocks are picked up, and they weren't, Down to the 3, 3rd and 15. We need something. We need to at least get us a little bit of breathing room. We'll try the slot chase. Maybe. We'll go slot chase. See if we can find something. And in the blitz, we got Rager. Rager able to give us enough breathing room. Jalen Hurts' first completed pass of the game. But we're going to punt this ball back to Indy. Fletcher Cox. Fletcher must have some bad beef with Carson. 3 sacks already in the first half, and each one of them has been absolutely brutal. As he comes in here, he knocks whoever his defender is on his ass. Fletch gets in there all but 12 miles an hour and just lays into Carson. Carson having no time. It's like he's back in Philly. As Fletch is now subbed out. I don't know why. I guess it's just a package. Getting the speed guys in there. And Jonathan Taylor able to pick up 2, but really not much, as the Colts are now facing a 3rd and 17. Fletch is back in the game, trying to get his 4th sack on the day. He's able to bull rush him, knock him over, but he ends up falling to the ground as Carson Wentz completes that ball, but it goes out of bounds. We get the ball back here, still with time left on the clock in the second quarter to try to extend our lead to 14.
And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
So what I'm looking at here could be an easy cover 2. Kind of what it's looking. So we could have Dallas Goedert wide open in the middle. But then they're also pressing Jalen Reagor. So if Reagor can get off that block, we might have him. And it's not a cover 2. They're sending the blitz. So we got Miles Sanders wide open, able to pick up a huge gain on his Texas route. 13 yards rack. Now let's just go right back to it. They were running a cover 1.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here we go. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. The best multi-tasker in the business, the coach. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but no
possibly. But we got a minute to go. Able to pick out that block. Miles Sanders able to work his way down for a gain of 9. Now let's just hit that trap again. See if we can continue just to make it work. Is Quentin Nelson able to pull? It gets blown up there, 3rd and 4. So we need something. Need to find something that we can try to get into this red zone. Maybe try the slants cheese. Rondell Moore, possibly. Nope. But can we make it? Can we get? Yeah, we can. Travis Fulgham there for the touchdown on the slants cheese. We just had to be a little more patient than normal. Come on. Wentz breaks containment. Fumbles. But unfortunately, our guys are unable to pick that ball up, which leads to a sizable gain for the Colts when we should have had a turnover. This time, we get back there. Defensive line is eaten. Davion Taylor this time in there on the sack, setting up 2nd and 15. But we don't even need Fletch out there to get that pressure in the backfield, as the younger guys are coming in. Derek Barnett this time able to get back in there, unable to connect with Wentz in time. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. Can we hit another? Can we get back there again? Let's almost there. But it's enough. So here we go, right inside of the red zone. And we're gonna try the rookies. Try Cook, able to pick up a good gain, pick up a 12. First play of the game. First play of his possibly NFL career, or at least first play of this game. So let's give him the touchdown. Able to go right up the middle on that 0-1 trap. And he's in for the score, extending this to a 3-point, a 3-score game here going into the 4th quarter. Fletcher Cox is back in here on this 2nd and 10. He'll get that X Factor activated. Able to get back there. We're able to hit Wentz. No, Wentz is just not having a day. 6 for 9, 39 yards. This game is, an absolute blowout so far, as they're facing a 3rd and 3. They're just trying to get in there. Ken Fletch, he blows them up, which causes Wentz to roll right into Derek Barnett, setting up 4th and 7. They're going to go for it. Cover 9 show. See if we can get it. Pack those sticks. That way, as we face the double team block with Fletch, they find the open hole. Carson Wentz probably that's probably his best throw of the game. As they go for 27. Okay. It's too much protecting the sticks. They did not want to play back, as they're right on the outside of the red zone here at the 27-yard. Able to get in there. And Wentz goes down once again. Josh Sweat this time coming in there with the sack. But like I said, defense is holding strong. We got Fletcher Cox back in there. He lost the X Factor just because of that big gain earlier. He knocks him over and for some reason does not get there for the tackle. Is that still breathing, Jordan? No. Weiss, dude, able to come in, pick up a 1st down. So, the nice thing is we're getting back there to the quarterback, just unable to get home that last play. Fletcher Cox still doing his thing. And Weiss down to the 1. Come on. Really wanted to hold a shutout. Can we get him here with the blitz? Protect inside. Who knows, they might try running it with Jonathan Taylor here. They send motion in. Can we get home? Put your hands up. I think that was Goodwin. Rookie just did not have the awareness. Fletch is back in, shade inside all the corners, where we can hopefully get a jump on them, and they hit Jonathan Taylor for the easy walk-in touchdown, cutting the lead to a 2-score game late in the 4th quarter. Hopefully Madden doesn't screw us. Miles Sanders with that little bit of a cutback, which allowed, I believe that was Jordan Mailata, to get back there to pick up the block for the touchdown. There we go. Trill Williams able to get in there for that interception, end the game with 43 seconds left, 3-point score, and one of their linemen is down. So we took home the victory. It's 28-7, and now we're at our week 10 bye week. Taking a look at some contracts that we have. We'll always start over here at the right. Tyree Jackson can go. Holyfield, definitely want to lock up Quez, even though he has not really seen the field too terribly much. But he's a nice role player for us. So if we can lock him up, we got him for 3 years. Epps hasn't been bad. Samalu, not terrible, but we've been working with Andre Dillard there. So let's keep rocking him. JJ Arcega-Whiteside, he can hit the road running. Miles Sanders, definitely lock him up. If we can keep him, a very, very reasonable contract. And then we got Fletcher Cox. He wants a total of $20 million for the year. We don't want him to go. He wants a little more salary. Okay. We have cap space. So I'm good with keeping him. And Hargrave, 80, but he's 29. So that's going to be one that will definitely most likely allow to walk. So as we come in here, advance to week 11 up against the San Francisco 49ers. We got some upgrades to do, which really not much, but Ritter is now a 69 overall. So he's producing very, very nicely as we got the 49ers here and we get a 28-10 victory, sitting 5-5, back at 500 with the football team, I believe, leading the division at 6-3-1, and they are. So the NFC least is back at full swing. We wanted to come back in here and lock up Fletch as he wanted more salary. I'm good with bumping him up to $6 a year. There we go. We got him locked up for one more year at minimum. As we're going to sim this game here against Washington and see where we can finish out here. And we suffer a 40-34 loss, but Jalen Hurts, 400 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, 3 sacks, and he was able to carry the ball for 17 yards. So, okay, 5-6. Definitely need to win here, win the next couple games, especially this week and the following week against Dallas. But we suffered a 24-10 loss to the Tennessee Titans. We got 2 new injuries, Miles Sanders and Elijah Holyfield. Good thing we have 5 running backs on the roster. It's time for some of the younger guys to step up. It really sucks that Miles Sanders went down, especially in a big divisional matchup here against Dallas. But we get a 16-15 victory. Okay, I'm happy with that. I don't even want to take a look to see if we're even in the playoffs, because I'd hate to be in there at a 6-7 record. We got the Minnesota Vikings able to pull off a 28-21 victory, back to 500 as we got the 10-4 next gen broken Green Bay Packers. If you don't know what I mean, the Packers are the cheesiest team when it comes to next gen. We suffered a 35-21 loss, trying to go 8-8 on the year. Yeah, cool. If we do, great. If not, I was good. We made the playoffs. We made the playoffs at 8-8. Ugh, such an ugly division, with Dallas and Washington finishing 9-6-1, and us and the Giants getting in at 8-8. So we'll take a look here at the playoffs. Green Bay's your number 1 seed. we snuck in there at the 7. So we get to take on the 49ers. Dallas, Washington face off, and the Saints and Rams. Over in the AFC, you got the Chiefs at the number 1, Patriots against the Bills, Browns against the Ravens, and the Jaguars against the Steelers. All right. So we'll allow the upgrades to happen there. Got 10 of them. And we got Elijah Holyfield back from injury. So we'll take a look here at the season-ending stats. 24th offense. Jalen Hurts was over 4,000. We were the 19th defense. So not even middle of the row. But Hurts playing a hell of a lot better here in year 2 of the rebuild. With, over 4,000. Interceptions were down big time. I think he had 14 in year 1. What was he? 34 and 14. And he took one less sack. So, that's better. He showed improvement. Rushing, Miles Sanders went down. Again, we're not getting the ball to him in the red zone for the rushing touchdown. He got that one rushing touchdown in the game that we played. Almost 7-1. Receiving wise, Rondell Moore 931-9, Goddard 9-3, Rager 850-4, Travis Fulgham bringing in 6 touchdowns and 700 yards defensively. Dylan Moses once again 119 tackles, 4 TFLs, 1 sack, 2 interceptions. Sack wise, Fletcher Cox, there we go, back in the double digits, 15 sacks on. Josh Sweat coming up with 8 as well. Interception wise, Dylan Moses led the way with 2. Definitely not what we want to see. 4 interceptions on the year is definitely not where we want this defense. So with that, we will take a look at the yearly awards. Patrick Mahomes is your MVP, and Jalen Hurts actually got up there at number 9. Coach of the year, nothing. NFC, we got Aaron Rodgers as the Offense Player of the Year. Jalen Hurts coming in 8. Okay, Defensive Player of the Year went to Yosei Alukum. Nothing. We got James Cook, the rookie running back that we drafted, coming in there at 8-8. I don't know why I decided to say the record, but coming in there at 9. Defensive rookie Marcus Hooker coming in at number 1. Hopefully that is a dev trait. George Karlaftis is an absolute beast. Would have loved to add him to the squad. But if you want to know more about George Karlaftis, make sure to check out the New England Patriots rebuild that is already up on the channel. Best quarterback goes to Aaron Rodgers. Running back, nobody. Receiver, nobody. But Quentin Nelson coming in there at 3. Really down year for Philadelphia offensive lineman. Best D-line goes to Nick Bosa. Fletcher Cox coming in there at number 2. Linebacker, nobody for us. DBs, shouldn't be anybody, and it's not. What about kicker? Jake Elliott wins best kicker for the 2nd time in a row. So getting into the playoff matchup here against the San Francisco 49ers. Let's see, can we finally get past the wild card? Went downfield, did nothing but defense was able to make a stand. And so far it's a defense battle. San Fran able to score for 7-0, able to tie it up at 7s here in the second quarter. San Fran's just driving, able to pull another touchdown up on us. So just if we can get a score here, it'd be absolutely fantastic. And we don't even take a field goal. Okay, down 21-7 here. Not looking good for the Eagles, as we're most likely going to get bounced again, but we get a turnover right away after we scored 21-14, tied it back up here in the third quarter. Come on, defense. Down by 7 here in the 4th. We got the ball. Can Jalen Hurts do something with it? We're in the red zone. We tie the ball game up. The defense is tired. Big 3rd down. Able to hold them to a field goal. We got 1:21 left to go in the ball game. Then we see some Hurts magic back in the red zone. So hopefully we can at least tie this ball game up and send it to overtime. And we're going to be kicking a field goal. Tied it up. We're going to overtime. So San Fran drove right down the field.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they
Um,
on just 8 teams
what
left.
what
The dream
what
is still
happened?
alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super
Philly
Bowl.
wins.
Ultimate.
We win. We advance out of the wild card. I don't know what happened, but it happened. So we'll kind of see. We can see what exactly happened there at the end of the game. Um, nope. But it looks like we had Jalen Hurts to James Cook for a 15-yard touchdown. All right. I'm good with it. Jalen Hurts, absolutely phenomenal. 436 and 4 touchdowns. James Cook, 7 carries, 12 yards, nothing going for us on the ground. Jalen Reagor, 8 for 128. And Rondell Moore coming in 6 for 72. So coming off that victory against the 49ers, Jalen Hurts, NFC Offensive Player of the week, and Big Play Slay coming in their defensive player with 6 tackles, 2 interceptions. We got the Green Bay Packers and Miles Sanders return. Taking a look at the strategy. Running backs a lot. Anything else? No, pretty solid, top to bottom, and they are not missing anybody. So fantastic. We will jump in here and take a look to see what Green Bay is working with. As they got Devontae Adams, Kenny Clark, Aaron Rodgers as your superstar X Factor. The superstars are David Bakhtiari, Aaron Jones, and Zadarius Smith. So without further ado, let's jump in to this game and check out the sim. Hopefully, we don't surrender 35 points, and hopefully we can actually do something. As we got the ball, we're in the red zone, able to come away with a touchdown. All right. So far, just defense is holding. Defense is doing their thing. We got a 14-point lead here in the fourth, up by 21. Green Bay able to get 3. As we're moving the ball pretty easily. Down, it's a 11-point game here, 21-10, and we're up 28-10, 28-17 so far in the game. And the defense hold as we got the ball back. We're in the red zone. Third down alert, 35-17. This game's over. Unless for some reason Madden absolutely decides, hey, we're not going anywhere. But we're back in the red zone, able to come away with 3, and it's a ball game, 38-31. We need to, all right, Green Bay burned all their timeouts. Third down. We gave the ball back. Come on, defense. Fourth down. And we get the victory. We beat Green Bay. So maybe we're that 8-8 juggernaut that, I absolutely hate seeing whenever it comes to playoff time, especially in the sim. Because it doesn't matter if you go 16-0, somehow that 8-8 team is going to find a way to beat you. As Jalen Hurts puts up another impressive game. 425, 4 touchdowns. Miles Sanders, 12 for 55. Reagor, 5 for 80, which most likely he had Jair Alexander covering him all game. Rondell Moore, 11 for 158. So just keep upgrading the guys as we go and see if Sean Bradley got his breakout player. Now, not the performance that he wanted, so he's going to remain at a normal dev. We'll advance here, find out who we're playing in the conference title. And it's Dallas. Weekly awards. Jalen Hurts, once again, getting that weekly award. Got some upgrades to do. Travis Fulgham, now a 78. It might be time to slowly look at moving him down the depth chart and getting Rondell Moore, a little more playing time as he's growing. Taking a look to see what Dallas got. All the same. Dak Prescott's superstar, CeeDee Lamb superstar. Other than that, it's pretty much a base roster, as we're going to jump in to the NFC Championship round. If last time we faced Dallas, it was in the wild card, and they were able to beat us and run all the way to the Super Bowl, as we got a turnover, able to take a 3-point lead. Offense is hot. 10-0 so far, 10-7, and we're back in the red zone, up 17-7, 17-14. Dallas is driving. Dallas able to take that lead right before halftime. Can we get at least down into field goal range? And we're down here, 43 seconds left in the red zone, as we're able to cut it to a 1-point game. We got the ball. Oh, we got a safety back in the red zone, 29, and it's tied up. It's going to be one of those games that we're just going to have to sweat out. 32-29, Dallas has the ball. We got the ball right back. Able to take up a 10-point lead. Dallas able to cut it back to a 3-point game. We got the ball. 2 minutes to go. Dallas has to burn all their timeouts. We got a third down here. 1:46 left to go in the game. There we go. There we go. We beat Dallas in the playoffs. That's what's up. A lot closer than I wanted to be. But the Eagles are headed to the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts, 500 yards, 2 touchdowns. Miles Sanders, 12 for 31. Rager, 10 for 188. And Rondale Moore pretty much got shut out, 4 for 29. So Jalen Hurts was able to get Player of the Week again. And I didn't notice it last week. But Tom Brady has made his way back to the New England Patriots. Very, very interesting. As we're going to sim up, we got the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. The last time we played the Chiefs, we were able to handle business. We were able to get the victory. But, let's see. See if what I said earlier, comes to fruition, to where, you got a dominant 15-1 Kansas City Chiefs. And you got the 8-8 Philadelphia Eagles. As we'll take a look, see if they have anybody new on their squad. It looks like they got, their normal 4. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is now a superstar. Mitch McCole Hardman, superstar. And Drew Krishman is their punter. All right. Let's see. Can we somehow figure a way to win the Super Bowl and give Philly their second Super Bowl ever? Their third. They've already won 3 NFL championship games. And, this is their 4th Super Bowl appearance. And they're trying to, get to their second Lombardi trophy, as everybody is hyped. We're over in Arizona. Let's see if we can have some magic happen. As, the Chiefs are moving the ball down the field. They're able to come away with 7. We turn the ball over, and it's already not looking good, as it's 10-0 here in the first quarter, and our offense has not been able to do a thing. 17-0. Can we at least get points scored? 27-0 here for halftime. We at least got on the board with a field goal, 34-3. This is not looking good. Able to cut it to a 24-point game. We're slowly moving this ball down the field. Able to, bring it a lot closer than I thought. 34-18, 34-26, 37-26 here in the fourth quarter. And I think it's about time that the defense is going to give up. Let's come in here, 4th and 4. Try to keep this play going, keep this drive going at least. As we're going to try, I don't know. Good. Tight end attack. We'll even audible here. Try to hit Rager across. We got Rager able to pick up the first down. moving the ball another 4th down. This time a 4th and 9. Try to see what we got here in the playbook. What will work? Maybe just going 4 verts. Maybe if Rager can beat his guy. Unable, but we got Sanders. And we should have just waited. I got pressured on that right side. But I don't want that. Let's just continue to sim out the rest of the game. As, the Chiefs are going to take away the victory. 44-26, we were able to come back and put somewhat of a fight up, which I'm happy with. It's year 2. So, hopefully we can build off of this here in year 3. So, just looking at it, Hurts had 349, 3 touchdowns. Jalen Reagor, 12 for 200 yards. Biggest difference is Hurts threw 3 interceptions. Let's see, we gave up 100 yards on the ground to Edwards-Helaire, and Miles Sanders unable to do anything. So we're definitely not a run team whenever it comes to the sim. Receiving-wise, like I said, Reagor balled out, had one hell of a day. And defensively, we didn't get too much pressure on Mahomes. Only, 1.5 sacks by Fletch. And we had Dylan Moses with the only interception. So just a little bit of season recap. As you saw, we lost the Super Bowl. Chiefs got their 3rd title. Mahomes was your MVP. And, as far as everything for the yearly awards, the only thing we had this year was Marcus Hooker getting Defensive Rookie of the Year. All right, so, just checking out the team, 84 overall, 89 offense, 79 defense. We had some dev traits to look at, so we'll check them out. We had the quarterback, and he's a superstar. Ugh. But Hurts played absolutely fantastic. So, it's a tough one. He's a superstar. Ugh. You know what? We're going to keep Hurts. We're going to keep rocking him. Rondale Moore is now the number 1. Defensively, Elam came out as a star. So, coming into free agency, outside linebacker, maybe an extra inside. Don't know why. Who the hell's this? I don't know who Clemens is. And how did Hooker not go up a dev trait? Defensive Rookie of the Year, and he gets no respect. So definitely defensive tackle 2. While I'm thinking about it now, I'm just going to move Hooker to strong safety. That way I don't even have to worry about it later. We know we at least have somebody in the position. So that's done. And we'll get right in here to free agency. So we had $40 million going in. And I decided, let's go as a spender. We could go after Hardman. But I'm good with Reagor and Moore. They've been doing absolutely fantastic together. So we did go after one big name. And we got him because I did advance. But, taking a look at it to see who we brought in, Bobby Okereke from the Colts. So pretty much what we've been stealing the good guys from the Colts. Bobby Okereke, 7. He's got the X Factor trait. And, most likely, I want to keep rocking with Davion Taylor. So Davion will go and get more reps than Sean Bradley this upcoming season. But other than that, that's all we're going to take a look at in free agency. Save that $26 million. as we move on to year 3. So I lied whenever I said that he was only 78. Whenever I backed out and went to the upgrade players, Bobby Okereke had 7 skill points, which is going to be absolutely fantastic because it puts him up to an 85 overall. So that is a huge boost. He gets an extra ability slot. So he has reinforcement, no outsiders, and I mean, let's outmatched. Now let's keep him with short route KO. That way, man to man, short routes less than 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. Most likely, they're gonna go and get knocked out. So we will sim up here to the draft and take a look here what we have available at pick 31. I guess the offline modes take a lot longer to advance compared to actually playing online. So we're here. Pick 1. The Colts have absolutely been horrible. They had the number 1 overall pick last year, and now they're sitting at the number 2. So, I mean, taking a look here at what we have scouted. Middle linebacker. Most likely, there's a chance that we could grab him in the 2nd. Raekwon Fitzsimmons. There was some centers as well. We also have Taj Hackett. That could be a prospect. Late 2nd round as well. Centers. There was one guy I was pretty interested in, Manny Jackson. No picture. That's always intriguing. And we got DJ Tyler, who's a 5th round projection with a 1st round green chip. So my thoughts is maybe go George Walters. Absolute stud. 5'11", 210. And he absolutely killed the combine. But that's going to be for the next video. As you see on the screen, there are my socials. The Instagram, Twitch, Facebook. Make sure to go over to each one of those. Drop a follow. All the links are down below. I also have my Discord link down below as well. Where you're more than welcome to join. Easiest way to get a hold of me. We can talk shop, talk football, talk rebuilds, whatever you want. I'm down for. And also, I have started a shorts channel. Just Philly Carnage Shorts. Be sure to go over and check them out. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that like button, drop those comments, and hit that subscribe button if you're new with the little bell icon on. That way you're alerted every time I post new content. But other than that, thanks for stopping by. Philly's out.